At least you said please. Good luck in court, Yvette. I think you'll need it. It's crazy that we'll have to face Keith in court soon. I can't believe I have to face him at all. But what I refuse to do is let Finnegan tear you and I apart. I'm not gonna let it happen. Hey, Mom. Is there something you'd like to tell me? Terry told you that I spoke with Finnegan, didn't she? She certainly did. Now get your boyfriend to back off. Are you ready to face Keith in court, Vanessa? I'm not ready at all, especially since I'm afraid of what Keith might do regardless of the outcome. What's got you so upset, Max? I might have lost Vanessa for good. Dad, can I speak with Mom alone? What do you need to speak with your mother about that you can't tell me? It's just female stuff, Dad. I promise it won't be long. Alright. What is it, Yvette? Mom, no matter what the judge decides, can you promise me that you won't tell Dad about you and Owen? Finnegan will stay out of your way, Alan, as long as Terry drops you. Since I already spoke with her, that clearly won't happen. If Finnegan doesn't back off, then he won't enjoy the consequences he'll face. As an attorney, I advise you not to make threats against a police commissioner. Why am I not surprised that you're choosing his side over mine, your own son? If the restraining order goes through, Vanessa, then Commissioner Burke will have no choice but to keep Keith away from you and your family. As if Keith is the sort of boy to listen to his parents. Besides, Commissioner Burke already proved that he has no control over his son. I just hate how it's going to take a while for Keith to be tried for anything he did to me so that he can be locked up. I doubt Keith would be stupid enough to pull anything crazy before the trial or before the hearing for the restraining order. Only if I could be that positive, Yulissa. I'm concerned that Keith's insanity has more influence on him than common sense. What happened with Vanessa? I listened to your advice, and it backfired on me, Ben. It wasn't my intention to make things worse for you. But you knew things would possibly get worse, though. Instead, I ignored my gut and listened to you. What exactly did Vanessa tell you when you admitted how you felt, Max? She made it clear that she wanted to forget about the kiss. You've gotta stay positive, Yvette. Trust that your father will keep you from having to spend time behind bars. I know that Dad is a good lawyer, but D.A. Russo wants me behind bars and the judge might make the decision that she wants Mom. Besides, Owen might want to put me in prison since he realized he wasted time trying to put Max away. Your father can be very persuasive, baby. There's nothing you have to worry about. Mom, please. If I go down for this, I want to come back home where the family stays together and isn't torn apart. Our family won't be torn apart. Once this is over, all of us are gonna walk out of this building together. Let's go, baby. You know that I'm not choosing Finnegan over you, Alan. Are you sure about that, Mom? Because I was also informed that you weren't gonna stop Finnegan from exposing Dr. Murphy and I. It's not that I want you to face public embarrassment, but I'll do whatever it takes to keep Terry away from you. What makes you so sure that Dr. Murphy is going to leave me if Finnegan gets his way? Because I'm certain that she's not the sort of person who wants to face public embarrassment. And I'm certain that I'll cut you out of my life if you let Finnegan yap his big, fat, stupid mouth. After everything Keith put you through, I get that you're scared of him. But what's the worst he can do now that he's been caught for what he's done? I'm too freaked out to consider the options, Yulissa. If the restraining order goes through, and I pray that it does, then Keith won't be allowed at the school. Most of all, he won't be allowed to come anywhere near your home. You'll be safe, maybe inside of the school and inside of my house. But what about when I walk out? What would keep Keith from waiting outside for me? You've got your family. You've got me, Vanessa, and you've even got Max. I'm unsure if I'll be keeping Max on my friends list. Huh? How come? What happened between you two? Max kissed me. Did Vanessa tell you that she didn't have feelings for you? Her actions prove that she doesn't, Ben. But you didn't hear from her own mouth that she didn't have feelings for you, Max. If you ask me, Vanessa and I have got something in common. Oh, really? Quinlan and I were able to talk out our issues. Before then, I wasn't willing to admit my true feelings. If I kept it bottled up inside, then Quinlan and I wouldn't be together right now. Good for you, Ben. But you and Vanessa are two completely different people. My situation and your situation with Quinlan aren't the same. Maybe not the same. But don't you want to be 100% certain about whether Vanessa cares about you or not? Your Honor, my daughter has pled guilty. Her actions are inexcusable, and she understands that. We are not looking to be free of any punishment. What I ask is that Miss Mitchell be spared from spending time in prison. She has written a letter for the court if that's okay with you, Your Honor. You may proceed. Hello, my name is Yvette Mitchell, and I would like to apologize to the court for my selfish, reckless actions. When I accused Max Russo of forcing himself onto me, I was only concerned about keeping myself out of trouble and didn't think of the consequences that it would bring. I understand that my lies have caused a lot of harm to Max Russo and his family. I also understand that I've wasted police resources because of my lies. Even though this apology won't erase the fact that my lies sent Max Russo into a deep depression, which could have ended his life, I ask for mercy, as I know that I'll never forgive myself for all of the damage that I've caused to so many people. Do you hear yourself, Alan? Don't you understand what this sick attachment to Terry is making you do? She's manipulating you, Alan. Isidore Russo is my father, remember? I would know if I'm being manipulated, Mom. She's influencing you to turn against me, your mother. I would give my life for you, Alan. As for Terry, she wouldn't even break a nail to save yours. And she's a doctor. Then show it, Mom. Get Finnegan to mind his own business. If you don't, then don't ever expect me to listen to another word you have to say. You and Max what? When? How come I'm now just hearing about this? I didn't say anything because I was trying to forget about it, but Max doesn't seem to want to forget. Are you saying that Max is beginning to have feelings for you? From what he told me, those feelings never really went away. And you don't share those same feelings? Max and I are better off as friends, Ulissa. Please don't avoid my question, Vanessa. How do you feel about Max? I don't know. And it frustrates me that I don't know what to feel. Hopefully you've prayed about it, because I hope that you don't cut Max out of your life completely over complicated feelings that you two never even discussed. Honestly, Ben, I'm too afraid to find out whether Vanessa cares about me or not. It's best to know for sure instead of living the rest of your life without being 100% sure. But what if Vanessa doesn't truly feel the same way? She's not gonna want anything to do with me anymore, and I don't know how I'm supposed to move on without her. You'll be fine. But I have a feeling that you'd be better off knowing how she truly feels about you, no matter what her response is. Your Honor, the DA's office takes Yvette's deception very seriously. If she didn't drop the charges against Max Russo, then it would have ended up placing an innocent young boy in prison, ruining his life. But when Miss Mitchell realized that, she dropped the charges, and it's clear that her conscience couldn't be clearer until she righted all of her wrongs by confessing that she lied. Because of this, the DA's office will accept Mr. Mitchell's request to not place Miss Mitchell in prison. All right, please rise. Yvette Mitchell, since you have pled guilty and since ADA Grant is not willing to seek you serving prison time, I sentence you to 12 months probation with a $5,000 fine and 120 hours of community service. Miss Mitchell, I hope you learned something from this. Max Russo could have faced a harsher punishment than the one you have just received. I urge you not to forget that daunting fact. Court is dismissed. You would honestly risk your career to go against my wishes as DA? Are you gonna fire me, D.A. Russo? No, I'll just let Udell come after you as the Mitchell family crumbles. I don't know exactly what happened between you and Wanda, but I know that it's enough to create havoc. Congratulations for avoiding prison time. It's a shame that you're all still gonna pay for what you did to my son. Don't threaten me and my family, Heidi. You've got it all wrong, Udell. I'm not gonna do anything to your family. Your family is gonna be destroyed from the inside out. Just ask your wife. What is she talking about, Wanda? I have no idea, Udell. No idea at all.